everyone. Welcome to my project presentation for ECE 501 Master's Project for the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth. My name is Shakir Tardif, or Shaq for short. I am a computer engineering master's student. My advisor is Dr. Hung Lu of the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. My project is a pretty fun one involving Raspberry Pis, object detection, and image encryption. The idea behind this project is to be able to hide information from an image that may be classified, and to do this autonomously. For example, if there's a car in a video, the idea is to be able to hide the license plate from being viewable in an effort to protect the identity and security of the car owner. Or if someone's credit card accidentally gets shown in a video feed, the expectation is that the software can detect it and encrypt the pixels around it to disallow a viewer from being able to obtain any information from it. Currently, my project doesn't do exactly that, but we'll get into that. But I do have the building blocks that can later be expanded upon to allow for that functionality to occur. Let's make note that we are running on a Raspberry Pi 4B model released in 2019. Although the Raspberry Pi does have an impressive level of performance in such a small form factor, it is still not the best device to use for heavy-duty image processing and encryption techniques as in real time. So figuring out solutions to best optimize this functionality on the Raspberry Pi was of utmost importance to make the capability more widely available to a number of devices, including lower-level mobile devices. Before we begin, please take a look at these installation videos provided by Sam Westby Tech on YouTube. I followed these exact steps when setting up my Raspberry Pi. I should make mention that I'm running the Debian OS Bullseye on my Raspberry Pi device. I'm also utilizing a VNC remote desktop, which is also discussed in Sam's video. The VNC viewer can be downloaded from this webpage here. I'll also include this in the video description below. So let's open the VNC viewer. Here we'll have a selection. You can choose the IP address to connect to. I already have it set up here, so I'm going to connect to my Raspberry Pi through a Wi-Fi source. And just expand this window here. Now we can begin utilizing and running different applications on the Raspberry Pi. Now you'll want to watch Sam Westby Tech's other YouTube video for Raspberry Pi object detection. He'll walk you through the process of Git cloning this TensorFlow repository and installing the necessary packages to run the TensorFlow Lite examples. This is important because my project also utilizes this TensorFlow deep learning framework. This TensorFlow Lite framework is a mobile library for deploying deep learning models on mobile and microcontrollers. The model is capable of object detection, image classification, and audio detection as well. So it's extremely powerful and useful tool to use in our project. Okay, now I'm going to start by running the TensorFlow object. If you followed through Sam Westby Tech's video, he shows you exactly how to do this. This is critical, as I explained earlier, as I am running the TensorFlow object for my own personal project once we get into it. But I want to make sure that I'm able to run it. So a good way to make sure and verify I'm doing things correctly is by running the TensorFlow object example. So if we go here, open up a terminal, I have the code saved to my desktop. I want to activate the virtual Python environment. So I'm going to source env bin activate. Note that I am in my environment, my virtual environment here. Now I'm going to cd into the TensorFlow Lite project files. Lite examples, object detection, Raspberry Pi. You'll want to run the setup script the first time you execute this. What this does is that it installs all the necessary dependencies and packages that you may need to run the TensorFlow objects, which is essential for our main project. So there we are. Now we are going to run the classification model or the detection model. So here it creates a window with a live camera feed, and I can move around. It's going to follow me. It's going to detect objects as we move. So it's detecting me in person. If I raise my cell phone up, it's going to detect the cell phone. Let's see. If I grab this notebook, come on. Okay, it's identifying it as a book, which is good. But that's the overall idea. It detects objects, and we can use this to as part of our main program, as we will get into right now. In order to close this object detector window, we're going to run escape, and that will close the program. Now I'm going to navigate back into my main program. So I have it set up here in main, and now I'm going to run python 3.main py. So with my project, we have the object detection window here, and we have visible buttons: capture image, restart video, encrypt image, decrypt image, and stop program. So I am going to have a fake little card with a credit card information on it. There's just random numbers on it. I am going to capture this image, encrypt it. Now you can see the pixelated, although you can somewhat make out my face if you knew who I was. You're not able to read any of the card information here or any of the textual information. It will make it very hard to identify any information and any useful information from this image here. We can also decrypt the image back to its original format. And then to restart the entire process again, we can restart video, and it will bring back a live video feed. So if I do that with a different object, it can encrypt, decrypt, start again, and stop the video. And that's it. That's the basic functionality. Okay, now that we have finished the program, we can actually go into the files where I have the saved captured images. So if we're going to main, captured images, now we can see all the pictures that I took during the run of the program. So the captured image, the encrypted image, and the decrypted image. All right, and there you have it. That is the concept of my project. I believe what I currently have now definitely shows the vision of the overall project. This is a project that I plan to expand upon even further. I want to improve the encryption algorithm to make it even more difficult to pick up any information from the image. I also want to modify the algorithm in a way that the encryption method runs in real time versus taking a video capture. As it currently stands, the program would crash if I attempt to encrypt an image during the live video feed. But more exploring will need to be done to figure that part out as it relates to running this encryption algorithm on the Raspberry Pi device itself. But for now, this is my result, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much.